Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. We won. We won. Thank you very much, everybody. What a good feeling. We like winning, don't we, huh? We're going to make our country greater than ever before. Hello, Washington, and hello, America. We're all over America. I'm thrilled to be back with so many friends, supporters, and true American patriots on the eve of taking back our country. That's what we're going to do, take back our country. Tomorrow at noon, the curtain closes on 4 long years of American decline, and we begin a brand new day of American strength and prosperity, dignity and pride. Bringing it all back. Once and for all, we're going to end the reign of a failed and corrupt political establishment in Washington, a failed administration. We're not going to take it anymore. We're going to stop the invasion of our borders. We're going to reclaim our wealth. We're going to unlock the liquid gold that's right under our feet, liquid gold. We're going to bring back law and order to our cities. We're going to restore patriotism to our schools, get radical left, woke ideologies the hell out of our military and out of our government. And we are going to make America great again. I want to thank the tens of thousands of incredible men and women who have come from all over the nation to take part in this very special moment. And I just heard in watching some of the coverage that there are rallies like this taking place all over the country. People are happy. People are happy. It's been a long time. None of this would have been possible without you and the millions of hardworking citizens who have joined our cause. You know, right over there, just noticed a group of beautiful ladies, beautiful women from North Carolina, right here too. I don't know how the hell they've been to 167 rallies. You believe it? You think their husbands are happy about that? I don't know. But they look beautiful. They're incredible people, and they love our country. Thank you very much. Then up here I see we have front row Joes all over the place. Uncle Sam, Mr. Wall. Oh boy. But we've been through so much together, and for the next 4 years I will fight for you every single day. We're going to be fighting for you. This is the greatest political movement in American history. And 75 days ago, we achieved the most epic political victory our country has ever seen. That's what they say. We won the popular vote for the first time of any Republican in many, many years. We swept all 7 swing states by big numbers. We won Pennsylvania, we won Georgia, we won North Carolina, we won Michigan, we won Wisconsin, we won Arizona, we won Nevada. We won them all by historic margins, and we won the great state of Florida by 13 points. Nobody's done that ever. And a record that will never be broken. All 50 states shifted toward the Republican Party, the first time that that's ever happened. All 50 states. We won the largest number of African-American voters in Republican Party history. We won more Hispanic American votes than any Republican has ever gotten before by a lot. And we won Latino men and women, and on top of that, youth, men, women, urban, suburban, rural, and people from everywhere in between are joining us in record numbers. We've never had anything like this. Too big to rig, that's what I used to say. Too big to rig. We made it too big. Oh, and they tried. They tried. It was too big. Around 9:02, they just said, let's get the hell out of here. This isn't working. They were swamped, to put it nicely. We also took back the U.S. Senate. We had some great people running. And the House Republicans won their largest popular vote majority in presidential year since 1928. We had a lot of people voting. So the Senate, the House Republicans, we got all three of them. A little bit close on those two. Senate's in great shape. House Republicans, actually, they both have great leaders. They both have great people heading. John Thune is fantastic. And if you look at Mike Johnson, he's got a pretty tight majority, but actually it's very tight, but it's very good because we vote unified. We're really voting unified, and so it doesn't make much difference. In the election of 2024, which will be the most consequential election in American history, we not only won a mandate, but we built a new American majority that will lead our country to unparalleled success for generations to come. That's what we want to do. And someday, in 30 years from now, 40 years from now, 50 years from now, some of these young people are going to say, I remember Donald Trump, he did a good job. He set us on his way. He told us, he gave us a path. Our new administration will inherit disasters at home and abroad, an economy plagued by inflation and high interest rates, a catastrophic border crisis. Nobody can believe they let people in. They have an open border policy. Do you think that makes sense? Open borders. Anybody wants to. Jails, prisons, mental institutions, gangs being emptied right through that ugly open border. A government that cannot care for its citizens in a time of emergency. Look at what's happening in Los Angeles. Look at what's happening in North Carolina. They've treated them so badly. In a planet on the brink of World War III. It's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. But starting tomorrow, I will act with historic speed and strength and fix every single crisis facing our country. We have to do it. We're not going to have a country left. Before even taking office, you are already seeing results that nobody expected to see. Everyone is calling it I don't want to say this, it's too braggadocious, but we'll say it anyway. The Trump effect. It's you're the effect. Since the election, the stock market has surged and small business optimism has soared a record 41 points to a 39-year high. Bitcoin has shattered one record high after another. The major investment company known as DeMac, the properties, has announced that it will be investing between $20 and $40 billion in the United States, and SoftBank, another great company, has pledged between $100 and $200 billion. These are all investments that are only being made because of the fact that we won the election. Can create jobs for hundreds of thousands, even millions of Americans. Today I spoke with Tim Cook of Apple. He said they're going to make a massive investment in the United States because of our big election win. And as of today, TikTok is back. So, you know, I did a little TikTok thing. We have a guy, TikTok Jack. He's a young kid, like 21 years old. And we hired this guy, and I went on TikTok. Can you believe what I'll do to win an election? And we went on TikTok, and Republicans have never won the young vote, the youth vote. They win a lot of votes, but they never won the youth vote. We won the youth vote by 36 points. So I like TikTok. I like it. I like it. I had a slightly good experience, wouldn't you say? Romney lost it by 40 points. Not so long ago, we won it by 36 points. That's a very big spread. But I said we need to save TikTok because we're talking about a tremendous... Who in this audience goes with TikTok? Many? Yeah, very popular. And frankly, we have no choice. We have to save it. A lot of jobs. We don't want to give our business to China. We don't want to give our business to other people. And I said, you know, TikTok without my approval, meaning the president's approval, because Congress gave the president the right to make a deal, do whatever he wants. And they did that a long time ago when they had a different president. They didn't know that I was going to be the president, I guess. So I said, very simply, a joint venture. So if TikTok is worth nothing, zero, without an approval, you know, if you don't approve, they're out of business, they're worth nothing. If you do approve, they're worth like $1 trillion. They're worth some crazy number. So I said, I'll approve, but let the United States of America own 50% of TikTok. I'm approving on behalf of the United States. So they'll have a partner, the United States, and they'll have a lot of bidders, and the United States will do what we call a joint venture. And there's no risk. We're not putting up any money. All we're doing is giving them the approval, without which they don't have anything. So I don't know. It sounds like that works. What do you think? Good? I think so. So whether you like TikTok or not, we're going to make a lot of money. Perhaps most beautiful of all, this week we achieved an epic ceasefire agreement as a first step toward lasting peace in the Middle East. And this agreement could only have happened as a result of our historic victory in November. That was some victory. Was that the greatest? I don't even know which was greater, 2016 or this one. I think this one. Look, Honest Abe Lincoln. We have Honest Abe. We have Uncle Sam. You know, Uncle Sam shook my hand about 2 months ago. He's got the strongest grip I've ever... You are a strong man. I said, what the hell was that? But I'm glad to report that the first hostages have just been released. And who knows what's going to happen? I know that Biden is saying that they made the deal. Well, you know, I mean, that deal should have done. First of all, it would have never happened if I were president. Would have never happened. There was not even a thought of it. Iran was broke. They had no money for Hezbollah. They had no money for Hamas. Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate it. It's been a very big day, and tomorrow's going to be an even bigger day. I want to especially thank you all for being here on the eve of one of the most important days in the history of our country, the day we save our nation and begin to make America great again. I'm thrilled to share this special moment with so many friends and supporters. You are a very extraordinary crowd of people. You're the men and women who helped make this momentous day possible, and I'm incredibly grateful for your love and support and generosity. You've been amazing. Our journey has not been an easy one, as you perhaps have seen. A lot of people said that was an impossible journey, but here we are. And we stuck together through every challenge and obstacle, and we stood strong for our country and for our freedom. And this is not my victory. This is our victory, everybody in this room. Thank you. Over the past 8 years, we've built a new political coalition of hardworking patriots of every race, religion, color, and creed, youth, women, African American, and you know that we set every record there is with African Americans and every record there is with Hispanic Americans, union members, and so many others. This is a once-in-a-lifetime realignment that will endure and lead America for generations to come. This was a very, very special time in our country's history. So as we begin this exciting new chapter, I especially want to thank my family, starting with our great First Lady, Melania. Thank you, Melania. And a very special thanks to our outstanding Vice President-elect J.D. Vance, along with his incredible wife, Usha Vance. Great. Thank you, J.D. Fantastic job. Thank you very much, Usha. And I have to call out somebody that's very special, who we put into a position that she knew nothing about other than she's an extraordinarily competent person, and she learned everything she needed to learn probably in the first day. And that's Laura Trump, who became the head, along with Michael, of the Republican Party, and she ran a tough group of people, and we made it too big to rig. They tried, but they couldn't get past her and Michael, so I want to thank both of you. It's a fantastic job that you did. Thank you, Laura. Thank you very much. Tonight I also want to thank Speaker Mike Johnson, Senators Rick Scott. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. He's the nicest man. He's actually a killer, I have to be honest with you, but everybody thinks he's the nicest man. He reminds me of Witkoff. Everyone says Witkoff's the nicest guy. But he's not at all. Just happens to be very capable. But Mike is something because everyone likes him. And when you have a majority of about 2, it's going up to 5, but right now we're 2, because I brilliantly decided I wanted 3 people. Sorry I had to do that. It just was really testing you, Mike, to see how good you really were. It's a test. But he's done an amazing job. He's going to be a great speaker. Senators Rick Scott, David McCormick, Eric Schmidt, Bill Hagerty, along with Representatives Jason Smith, Tom Cole, Darrell Issa. Former Speaker Kevin McCarthy is here. Governor Sarah Sanders and Patrick Morrisey. Co-chairs Steve Witkoff. Thank you, Steve. What a job. Just got back from the Middle East. He had a little project that he did very well on. And we took in the first hostages today, and they're coming in tomorrow, and they're going to keep coming in. And you notice it was the day before we take office, even though the other administration, I'll be nice tonight, the other administration says, well, they didn't have too much to do with it, did they? No, not at all. Just happened to be the day before we took office. But you were fantastic, Steve, and I appreciate it. And Kelly Loeffler and Miriam Adelson. Where is Miriam Adelson? She's so fantastic. Thank you, Miriam. She is a fantastic woman. She was very generous, as were many of the people in this room. and countless other distinguished guests. Let me also express my appreciation for all of the members of our incoming cabinet who are all here and who have stepped forward to serve. And they're doing really well in the process. And the senators, the Republican senators, have been very understanding and very professional, and we appreciate it so far. Now, if that changes, I'll let you know. I'll let John know. This will be among the most talented teams ever assembled, and we're getting tremendous credit for that, by the way. And together we will make America stronger and prouder than ever before. This group of people is extraordinary. Tomorrow we will end 4 years of failure, disaster, and decline. And we will begin the 4 greatest years in the history of our country. We're going to turn it around. We're going to turn it around quick, and we're going to do things that nobody thought even were possible. We're inheriting a nation faced with crises at home and abroad, but I will describe in my inaugural address tomorrow. Can you believe it? Tomorrow. It's been a long 4 years. Nasty. It's been a nasty 4 years. My administration will take immediate and decisive action to confront every single problem America faces and put our nation back on the path to success and greatness. Within hours of taking office, I will sign dozens of executive orders, close to 100 to be exact, many of which I will be describing in my address tomorrow. We will not waste a single moment in delivering on our promises to the people. The Trump administration will again live by the motto, promises made, promises kept, and we kept those promises. We had a very, very successful last administration, and this one, I think, is going to be even more successful, maybe a lot more successful if that's possible. Less than 24 hours from now, the invasion of our borders will end and the restoration of our sovereignty will begin. We will stop immediately criminals from pouring into our country from countries all over the world. That will stop immediately. We will quickly defeat the inflation crisis and unlock the liquid gold. You know what liquid gold is? We have more than anybody under our feet. In other words, we will drill, baby drill, and get those prices down, and everything else is going to follow as it always does. With the stroke of my pen, I will revoke dozens of destructive and radical executive orders and actions of the Biden administration, and by this time tomorrow, they will all be null and void.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome America's tenor, Christopher Macchio.